Hi, my name is Jacob Deven. I play mainly baritone sax, but I'm known to dabble in all kinds of other stuff in the orchestra. And I'm also the chair of the Repertoire Committee. I discovered BGSO through a member of WMGSO. I was just wrapping up playing a musical with Baltimore Rock Opera Society, and I was super excited about continuing to make music with people. And this particular person was a member of WMGSO, and I did a summer of small ensembles, and after that summer, they didn't have room for another sax player, and I'm like, I have got to keep making music. And a member of the choir, Jim Yo, said, hey, they're looking for more saxophones at the Baltimore Gamer Symphony Orchestra, and I'm like, sign me up. So I have been a member of the orchestra since August of 2018. When I joined, all of our pieces basically came from a YouTube channel called VGM Score, and none of those pieces had saxophone parts. So I was constantly asking Tad, hey, can you convert French horn parts for me? Can you do all of this? And finally, I'm just like, Tad, just make me in charge of it. I have finale. Let me do it myself. And Tad said, all right, you can do that. And then I'm like, well, I also want to arrange a piece. And that slowly grew into helping other people arrange pieces. And now I'm head of my own committee, which is really exciting. I am personally really proud of how far this orchestra has grown, not just musically, but as a family. I feel like there's a lot more bonds. People are excited to hang out and do stuff with other members of the orchestra. And, you can just listen to videos of the orchestra to know how much we've grown musically. I told Tad during a rehearsal for this particular concert, if I had heard us play I Vow to Thee My Country during my first session with the BGSO, I wouldn't have believed that they were the same orchestra. It's really exciting how far we have come as not only musicians, but as people. A lot of my favorite BGSO memories are not just performance related, but it's what has happened as extensions of this orchestra. I helped found a member of a band called Quick Save with BGSO members during our quarantine small ensemble season, which was a lot of fun, and I'd die for the kids in that band. I played D&D with other members of the orchestra, and I've been playing that game since before COVID, and I have all kinds of memories playing with them. And then there are the performances. Like, some of my favorite performances I've ever done. I did a featured solo where I got to stand in front of the orchestra and play. That was really cool. I heard the orchestra play a bunch of my arrangements. That was incredible. I could go on and on. It's a funny story. So I originally said that I was going to do the first piece that I arranged for BGSO, which was the opening theme to the game Golden Sun, Bring Back Golden Sun. But when the orchestra voted on the pieces that they wanted to do, one of my pieces was tied for the last position. And it was a nice reminder to me that I arranged these pieces not for myself, but for the orchestra. And I was like, the orchestra wants to play In the Blood from Hades. Who am I to deprive the orchestra of In the Blood from Hades? So we're doing In the Blood from Hades. I couldn't be more excited for BGSO over the next 10 years. This orchestra has so much momentum going right now. I hope it really carries us forward. I am excited to see more people join the orchestra. We have, for the first time since I've joined, an actual string section, which is incredible. I have so many people arranging music now that, I'm having to cut people off from shows. I am just excited to see where that momentum is going to take us. And I think the most exciting thing is, I don't have, an end goal. We're shooting so far above my expectations that I don't know where we're going, but I'm so excited to see where that is. More than any other group I think that I've played with, I have immediately felt a sense of family in BGSO. I think the one exception of that may be Quick Save, but I don't think that that's fair because Quick Save has kind of been an extension of BGSO. But there's so much camaraderie and support for one another as members of this group, and I think that gets to, our goal has always been an educational orchestra. We're here to help people learn and develop as musicians. And I think that natural sense of family kind of seeps into everything that we do. And it's something really special. I've never really seen anything quite like it in any of the music groups I've ever played with. I think it's really exciting to come to a BGSO concert because it's so grassroots. It's arrangements by members of the orchestra being played by members of the orchestra. It is like that sense of community that I've been talking about. I feel like it oozes off the stage. And it kind of just adds to the whole experience of coming to see us play. For multiple reasons. Everyone is invested in the music that is being played, not just because we like video games, but because of, our relationship with each other, the hard work that we put in, and like our own commitment to the orchestra. I think that absolutely oozes out of our performances, and I think that's something really special that you won't always see. Oh boy. I have learned a lot about music notation. I started doing really basic arrangements, just so we'd have new stuff to play. And now I'm helping people do that. And, I started just doing finale. And now I've learned how to use Sibelius and MuseScore. It's been exciting. I guess on top of that, I also learned how to play oboe through this orchestra, which is kind of weird. Not because we needed an oboe, but because I wanted to learn how to play oboe, and our main oboe player, Tara, was like, yes, you should absolutely play oboe, and she absolutely helped me get off the ground and running. So yeah, all kinds of stuff. I could keep going on and on and on. I said it once in this interview, and I'll say it again. BGSO is my family. I think more than any other group, I feel a commitment to making sure that this orchestra is a fun, exciting, and safe place for people to experience and play music. It was that place for me when I needed it, and I want to be sure that it's that place for anyone who wants to participate. I don't care if you're 13 and just learning how to play your instrument, or you're trying to get back in after not playing for 20 years, kind of like how I was. Well, not 20 years, but you get the drift. Or if you're a seasoned pro and you just want to rip on One Winged Angel, I want to be sure that this is the place for you to do that.